welcome back to T-Boys TV. Apologies that I was late. Obviously, as you lot saw, if you was on the United stream earlier, I got a call from someone that doesn't really call me, so I had to answer it and see if they were all right and everything. But yeah, I had that to sort out. Obviously, I changed the background, as you can see. Obviously, it's United and Newcastle earlier. Now it's Leicester and Liverpool. Obviously, Liverpool have got Leicester tomorrow. So yeah, and we've had to use the basic intro again because I actually got a copyright claim. So if you did try and watch the Premier League predictions, the last one from before, it's because they actually copyright claimed it and they told me to take bits of my intro out. Don't really understand it because them clips are on YouTube anyway. They didn't do it for the music or anything like that. The music's fine. You can get non-copyright claims on the music. So that was fine. It was just, they just took that off me for the other things. So yeah, obviously we're back again with another Premier League review, team of the week, going through the table. You know how it is now. You know what I mean? Episode 17, game week 20 of Premier League predictions. We're back again with the final stream tonight. I'm feeling quite tired. So yeah, if I don't really seem how I was earlier, then that's why. But understandably, I've done 3 2-hour streams as it is. I don't think this one will be 2 hours. I think this one will be maybe an hour and a half at most, maybe not even that, maybe an hour. But yeah, let's get into it. So obviously the first game of the weekend. Now, what I will say while I get these up, why have the Premier League we're going to go straight into games tomorrow? Why, man? So it's so annoying. Like, I wanted a day break, you know what I mean? I'm sure loads of other people do. Like, we love the Premier League, but the constant football, come on, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, here we are with the first game that happened. Obviously, it was a 3 o'clock game due to Liverpool Leeds getting postponed on Leeds camp. I hope they're all well and I hope, they have a speedy recovery and everything like that. But yeah, this was the first game at the London Stadium. West Ham took on Southampton. Now, scores for that, I went with the 2-2, so I was very close, man. Alex said 2-0 West Ham. Max said 2-2 draw as well. Liam said 2-1 West Ham. Lewis said 1-1 draw. Kenny said 3-1 West Ham. Chris said 2-0 West Ham. Daniel said 3-1 West Ham. And Lewis said 3-1 West Ham. So no Southampton wins. So no one got any points there. You know what I mean? But yeah, this game, it's a mad game. But West Ham recently, they haven't been too great. And, it's been shown in the games. I think the defending was poor, to be honest. Antonio, Southampton get a goal in the 8th minute early on. And then West Ham respond. Antonio in the second half, he's finally come out of his shell. It's took him a while. There's a few games where he didn't really do much and he's starting to do stuff again. And then they get a penalty, Ward-Prowse, good penalty, tucks it away. Great player he is. Benrahma then scores and then Bednarek scores the winner header. It was a crazy game. It was a crazy game. And when it was 2-2, I was like, oh, come on, West Ham. Come on, stay like this. But, the defending let him down. But you got to remember as well, they don't, excuse me, they don't actually have any defenders, really, at this current moment in time. So it's one of them. But I'm going to read some comments. Shanghai said hello earlier. Big up yourself. Big up Ravi being a legend like always. He says, smash up the likes like United were getting smashed tonight. Don't worry, we'll get into that. Today's game and sub to the channel. It's free man like Morgan. Yeah, absolutely sub to the channel if you haven't already. It'd be much appreciated as we are on the road to 500. He says also sub to T-Boys TV Extra. Yeah, definitely sub to that channel. That is my other channel. Big things are Guan from both channels. Friday. Trust me, Friday. Wait till that video comes out. Who do you think will place higher, Aston Villa or Leicester? And can you go into explanation? Oh, that's a good question. Big up yourself, by the way, Yoki. You've hit me out with a very good question there. At this current moment in time, I would probably go with Villa because for me, Leicester have been very average this season. There have been games where they've been good, but then, it's not the Leicester we've been seeing of recent years. So for me, I would probably go Villa. I think they're more in a positive situation right now because some Leicester I know a lot of neutral. I'm not sure about Leicester fans specifically, but I know a lot of people are 50-50 on Rodgers. And I think, that doesn't really help. Whereas Villa, they've got Gerrard in. All their results have been great, bar Liverpool and City, but you don't expect to win them games. So for me, Villa, because it looks more positive around their club. And also, as Chris says there, good shout. He says Leicester have got injuries, to be fair. There's also that comes into play. So, yeah, for me, I would say Villa. If I had to go with one right now. But big up Chris anyway. He says, hi, pal, hope you're well. Yep, same to you, mate. It says Southampton ruin people's bets. Yeah, you were saying that, Southampton and Brighton. I was so close, man. Like, they ruined mine. I said 2-2 and they ruined mine. Leicester have got, we read that. But yeah, we'll move on to the next game, which was a very convincing win for Tottenham. 3-0 against Southampton. Now, scores. I said 2-1 Spurs. I thought it'd be a narrow win. Alex said 3-1, so he was close. Max said 1-1 draw. Liam said 2-0 Spurs. Perry said 2-1 Spurs. Kenny said 5-0 Spurs. When you think about it, he wasn't actually that far off, and I've just drew a bit of pen on myself, which is not what you want to see. Chris said 2-1 Spurs. Daniel said 2-2 draw, and Lewis said 3-2 Spurs. So a lot of interesting ones. A lot of people didn't do predictions, like I said. So yeah, there's advantages for people jumping ahead of people there. But I'm just going to read this quickly by Chris. He says, I think Rodgers is Leicester level. He's not elite manager, but in level below elite and world class. He's in decent category. Yeah, I think the heat he gets is a bit too far. Like, he has won Leicester an FA Cup. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. He's won them that. No, do you know what? We'll remove this for a second. He's won them that, yeah? Like, where is it? There. Put respect on his name. You know what I mean? It just didn't work out at Liverpool. I think it was the playing style. He didn't really get on with the players. Like, look at Sterling. Him and Sterling didn't really have a bond. That didn't really help the team, at that time, I feel anyway. So, yeah, you look at it like that. But anyway, Spurs game, 3-0. Goals from Lucas or Kane, Mora and Son. I think the Zaha red card is just what turned the game around. 2 yellows. Second card he got, what was he doing? Like, that's the thing about him. He's a very good player, but he's got that aggressive side, which is not good. Like, it's good to be an aggressive player. You show your passion and that, but he takes it too far, and he, that's what costing him getting red cards, that sort of thing. And it happened again here. It happened again there. And as Chris says here, Zaha got sent off because he's lost his head. I would trust him to drive my car. If he drives a car, he probably crashes. I would not trust him, I think is what you meant to say. But yeah, mate, trust me. Like, the only thing I will big him up for is when I saw it on TikTok when he was like, oh, roadmen, what are they trying to accomplish? He's talking facts. Don't worry, Chris, I know what you meant, mate. But yeah, he's one of them, mate. He's one of them where he just stupid in some of the stuff he does. Do you know what I mean? And as I said, that's what turned the game for me. But we'll move on to the next game, which was a game I watched at 3:00. Like, watched all of it at Carrow Road. I did actually try and watch a City one, but we'll get into that. Carrow Road, Norwich took on Arsenal. Obviously, Arsenal, flying high at this current moment in time. Norwich just a bit like Wolves at the start of the season, just can't finish their dinner. Arsenal winning 5-0. Now, I said 3-0. Alex was very close until Smith Rowe made it 5. Max said 3-1 Arsenal. No one said Norwich win except Kenny, but I don't know what he was on. 3-2, he said. Max said 3-1 Arsenal. Liam said 3-0. Perry said 3-1. Chris, you said 3-0. Daniel said 3-0. And Lewis said 4-0. So it could have actually been 4-0, but Smith Rowe scored right at the end. Just a dominant display by Arsenal, but Norwich poor. I think Brandon Williams, he had a poor game. I really do. Even Gilmore, people big him up. But and it is all right to have one bad game, but yeah, they were not doing great at all. But Arsenal just on absolute smoke at this moment in time. I think when they play a big team away, you'll see it. Like, you've seen it with Liverpool. I think at home they'll be all right. I generally do, because their home record's quite good. So, I'll give them credit for that. But Saka with 2 goals, Tierney with a goal. That was a great goal by Tierney, posting in. Lacazette with a goal, penalty, and then Smith Rowe at the end. So, yeah, just a dominant display. Norwich they already need to go down. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's all mad for them. It's all mad. They're just not good enough. Do you know what I mean? They're a yo-yo team. Let's just talk the facts here. Let's just talk the facts. Norwich squad is championship level. Yeah, absolutely. Chris also says Arsenal's next game at home to Manchester City. Yeah, and I don't want to obviously ruin it, because obviously I do predictions, but I think Arsenal can get a result. We'll leave it at that. Could be a win, could be a draw. We'll leave it at that. I know City are flying high, but yeah, we'll leave it at that. But yeah, as I said, Arsenal just dominant, expected up against Norwich. Maybe not 5 goals, maybe 4 or 3. Because when I was predicting it, I was thinking 4 or 3. But yeah, obviously rampant display. And yeah, Arsenal remain in the top 4 at this current moment in time. But yeah, move on to the next game. What a crazy game. No one said 6-3. Chris says, when Arsenal play someone decent, they crumble like bread crumbs on the floor. Yeah, away from home. At home, they actually do all right. I will give them credit for that. But yeah, scores for this. No one said 6-3, like I said. I said 3-1 City. Alex said 3-1 City. Max said 4-2. Liam said 2-0 City. Lewis said 2-0 City. Or Perry said 2-0 City. Kenny said 2-1 Leicester. I can sort of see why. Because Leicester do well away at the Etihad. But then again, what you've got to take into account is City are on absolute smoke this season, and Leicester, like I mentioned at the start of this, have been bang average this season. So, Chris said 4-2 City, Daniel said 3-0 City, and Lewis said 3-1 City. Now, 6-3, crazy amount of goals. City 4-0 up in the first half. Goals from De Bruyne, Mahrez, Gundogan. It was a madness, mate. Sterling, getting himself a goal again. I won't go here for too long. As much as it was 6-3, it was a crazy game. You know what I mean? Crazy game. Obviously, like I said, City 4-0 up in the first half. Thought the game was done there. Then Leicester get a bit of a fight back, make it 4-2. I believe they made it 4-3. Let me just double check that. I'm sure they made it 4-3. Yeah, they did. They did. And then City get 2 goals. But yeah, absolute mental game. And yeah, they always tend to be cracking games. Like, you look at the time last season where Leicester won 5-2. Yeah, they do tend to be cracking games at the Etihad. And this was another one. But for me, Leicester, they can, all right, maybe not hold their head up high that they conceded 6, but, they scored 3 at the Etihad. You don't see a lot of teams do that. Let's be real. So I think you have to give them credit there, but yeah, it was a madness. Obviously, with the defending, some of their defending, you wouldn't. But yeah, Leicester goals from Maddison, Lookman, Iheanacho. So yeah, it's one of them. But we'll move on, so I don't want to go on about it for too long. Next game, which I did watch as well, Villa took on Chelsea. Now, obviously, Gerrard's got COVID. Wish him all the best. You know what I mean? Man like Stevie G, hope for a speedy recovery. But yeah, obviously going into the game, I went with a draw, a 1-1 draw. Chelsea's form's been a bit questionable. Villa, they've done really well. Like I said, since Gerrard has been in charge, only lost to Liverpool and City. And, as I said, Chelsea a bit questionable at the moment. I thought City, I thought they could get a result. But it ended 3-1, you know what I mean? I said 1-1. Alex went 1-0 Villa. Max said 2-0 Chelsea. Liam said 2-1 Chelsea. Perry said 2-1 Chelsea. Kenny said 2-1 Villa. Chris said 2-1 Chelsea. Daniel said 2-0 Villa. And Lewis said 2-2 draw. And yeah, as soon as I found out Gerrard weren't going to be at the touchline, I did think, yeah, Chelsea will probably win this now. They needed to win it, really, if we're being totally honest. Otherwise, they would have been out of the title race, if we're being totally honest, especially the way Liverpool and City are doing. And they got the win, Chelsea. They got the win. Villa obviously went 1-0 up early, and you was thinking, okay, yeah. And then obviously, so I said that. I said 1-1, and obviously it was half-time. Own goal by Reece James. Don't ever compare this guy to Trent ever again. Not even because he scored an own goal. He's just not. He's not the level of Trent. I think Reece James is good. Don't get me wrong, but don't compare him to Trent. Please, just don't do it. Do you know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. Great own goal though. Ravi says Chelsea's game was a hard game to watch. Yeah, it was sort of hard, to be fair. And then obviously penalty given away. Jorginho, that guy, Hobbery Scotch, you know what I mean, with a goal. And then they make a sub at half-time, Chelsea. They bring on Lukaku. Lukaku returned. He actually decided to score another goal. A header. Mings was awful in that game. Now, I don't know if I can really defend him now, but, I don't think he's that bad of a player. But yesterday he was shocking. You look at the Lukaku goal, he didn't even jump up for it. He didn't even jump up from it. It was awful. It was actually awful. Poor, mate, by Mings. And there was other times he was just turning his back and stuff. It was awful. It was actually terrible. And then Chelsea get another penalty, and it's one of them. But Mount had a shocker. Now, I think he's done well in his recent games leading up to that, considering he was injured at the start of the season. England just lost the Euros. Because let's be real, at the start of the season, a lot of the England players were not great. And I think that Euros really played a part on them. But, Mount scored in his last 4 games. Got a hat-trick against Norwich. I know it's not really hard to get a hat-trick against Norwich, but, and then scored in his last... He had a bit of a dip because of the injuries, and then, he scored in the last 4 or 5 games. But, yeah, you can't be missing that. You cannot be missing that. That was shocking. But at the end of the day, Chelsea got the points in which they needed. Otherwise, they'd have been most likely out of the title race. For me, I've said it, they'll finish 3rd. Their squad depth is still not good enough compared to Liverpool's and City's, in my opinion. I actually dropped my prediction for the top 4 earlier on one of the streams. So, yeah. But Chris says, Mings is so inconsistent, frustrating defender. He can be good, but he can be bad. It's like unwrapping your present. You don't know what you're going to get. Yeah, that is very true. I don't think he's too bad, but after yesterday, I can't really defend him at this current moment in time, because that was just shocking. That was lazy defending. Or was he too scared? Was you scared to jump up to the ball? Come on, man, you're a centre back. I don't know what he was doing. Honestly, I don't know what he was doing. But yeah, we'll move on to the next game, which obviously I've done a watch along to at the Amex. Brentford were the away team. Up against Brighton. Now, Brighton got their first win in a while, in which they needed. Chris has said, start of the season, I said City first, Liverpool second, Chelsea third. I definitely said Chelsea third, but I think I said Liverpool top, then City. But yeah, this game was not a bad 2-0 game. Obviously, I said 1-0. Alex said 2-1. Max said 2-1 Brentford. Liam said 2-1 Brighton. Lewis said 1-1 as in Perry. Kenny said 1-0 Brighton. Chris said 1-0 Brighton. Daniel said 1-1 draw, and Lewis said 2-1 Brighton. So no hammerings by any team. Brentford, they can look at their season, in my opinion. I was saying it to my cousin earlier, who's a Brentford fan, and I was saying it on the stream as well. They can hold their head up high this season. Their first ever season in, I said they'd be like Leeds, how they were last season, and they have been. They've got really good results. You look at Liverpool, you look at Arsenal. There's other games. I just can't quite think from the top of my head. Watford, for example. I know Watford are not all that, but, think of Brentford. They had no Ivan Toney. They had big players missing. But, yeah, they can hold their head up high. There has been games where they should have done better. Don't get me wrong, but, overall, they haven't done too bad. took on a Brighton side, like I said, who had a very good start to the season, but have fell off a little bit. But as Chris says there, confidence booster for Brighton, this. And yeah, absolutely was. Both goals by Brighton, very good. Obviously, they got a goal in the first half. What a ball over and what a dink over the keeper it was. Now, I didn't think the Brentford backup keeper was actually too bad. Actually, I say backup. He's not even their backup. He's their third keeper. I didn't think he was too bad, to be honest. I thought he made some good, claiming on the ball. The goals, he couldn't have done anything. More paying. And who scored the other goal? Who was it again? I can't quite remember who it was, but it was a great goal. Trossard, that was it. Trossard, great goal. But yeah, Brentford weren't, first half they weren't great. But second half they were better. They just couldn't finish, unfortunately. It was just one of those, I think. But yeah, Moore, as I said, great goal, great little run, great finish. Obviously, didn't celebrate, used to play for Brentford. So yeah, but very good win for Brighton. As I said earlier, confidence booster. And Chris says, Brentford, my favourite team to watch in Championship. Previous seasons, joy to watch when they stay up comfortably for me. Yeah, they'll stay up comfortably, absolutely. And yeah, they were a good team to watch in the Championship. Totally agree with that. But yeah, we'll move on to the last game. You lot are shite, mate. You lot are shite. Ragneck's this, Ragneck's this. He's done that, he's done that. You lot are dead. You lot are dead, mate. I said, yeah, so obviously I done a watch long to this, you lot know. I said, if United don't score more than one goal in this game, I don't want to hear nothing. And I don't want to hear nothing from United fans. You lot were on the ropes in the first half, yeah? You lot were on the ropes, yeah? Saint Maximin, mate. What a player he is, yeah? People compare him to Adama Traore. I can totally see why, because their pace and skill and, when they've got the ball at their feet, exceptional. But Saint Maximin can finish. I don't think you'd be seeing Traore do that. You know what I mean? And for me, even if Newcastle go down, if they give Saint Maximin the right amount of money, boy, he's staying. And then what they should do is build a team around him. Simple as that. That is what you've got to do. I'd love this guy to be at Liverpool. I've said it before. Like, imagine Salah's not available or whatever, and Saint Maximin's our backup. Imagine that. Bruh. Oh, mate, it's ridiculous. Or he could even play on the left if Mane was out of form or something. It's mental how good he is. Like, I just think it's crazy, like the way he keeps the ball at his feet sometimes. It's mental. It's like, how's he still got the ball there? But yeah, as I said, he got the goal. Brilliant goal that was, the way he kept the ball. Great finish in the top right. And yeah, every time Newcastle went forward in that first half, United just looked on the ropes, mate. On the ropes, mate. They were shook left, right and centre. They didn't know what to do. And yeah, there was some good chances. I think I said it on the end of the stream, but I think every Newcastle player can hold their head up high. Every single Newcastle player. The equaliser, Cavani, they couldn't have really done much rebound. It's one of them. I think Shelvey had a great game. Joe Linton got man of the match. For me, I'd probably give it to him as well. I think he was exceptional coming back and helping. De Bruyne made some good saves. De Gea made some good saves, but, De Gea's good. So, and that's the thing about Newcastle as well. They've got two great goalkeepers. Got great goalkeeping options. And, yeah, I think Newcastle should be happy with that. They might be a bit gutted they didn't get 3 points, but, when you actually look at how the game planned out, because United were better in that second half. Let's be serious now. But, yeah, Callum Wilson, that's the only thing that holds him back, man. He's a quality player, but his injuries they're just not good. Obviously, he got another one here. He had to come off right before half time. But yeah, I think every Newcastle player was exceptional from top to bottom. And yeah, I think they should hold their head up high. Obviously, it's not a win, and they've only got one win this season, but against this so-called good United under Ragnick, then but it's great to see. It is great to see United just, take that humble pie. You know what I mean? We're winning this, we're winning that now. No, you're not. You're not, mate. You're not. I mean, Ronaldo getting stressed, and I have to big up the Newcastle fans as well. They done everything to make them United players annoyed, and yeah, I think they were brilliant defensively tonight. Absolutely exceptional. As I said, from top to bottom, players coming back and helping. Overall, they were just exceptional tonight. Winning everything, clearing everything. As I said about the goal, there's not much they could have done, in my opinion. They blocked it originally, but yeah, I think they had a great game, and I think every single player can hold their head up high. But yeah, I'm going to read some comments. Where was I? Hey, that was it. Ravi says Saint Maximin was dancing around United like Ricky Martin, and yeah. He said that earlier. Manchester United gone from Norwegian Gollum to German Gollum from the Lord of the Rings. That's a brilliant one. Yeah, United won the ropes like a WWE wrestler. Trust me, mate. Trust me. St. Maximin can score at Blackpool Amusements. Adama Traore can't. Even Joe Linton was sourcing over United. Now, for me, yeah, I said it on the stream. I think the criticism Joe Linton gets is a bit too far. Like, yeah, he was shocking in his first season, last season, and that. This season, I think he's been good. Not even just that game today. I think he's been a lot better. He also had a chance in the first half that just went wide. So, I think you can look at it, and he hasn't actually been that bad, to be honest. And yeah, rightly so that he got man of the match. Obviously, as I said, there's loads of options, but yeah, I think he is the main one that should have got it, and he did. Chris says, good point for Newcastle. Shocking result from Man United. I think Newcastle be a bit disappointed. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Eddie Howe has upped Newcastle's game. Yeah, he has. They've been a lot better defensively. It's just scoring goals, but they it's a very good result today. Very good result, and they cleared it off from going in twice. I wouldn't say off the line, well, maybe one of them, but yeah, that was a great game. But points, because I didn't go through them. I said 2-0 United. Alex said 1-0 Newcastle. Max said 2-1 United. Liam said 4-0 United. Perry said 3-0 United. Kenny said 4-0 United. Now, Kenny actually went to it, I heard. So, wonder how he feels about that one. But Chris said 2-0 United. Daniel said 3-1 United. And Lewis said 4-1 United. So, no one said a draw, which I can totally understand. But yeah, that is the end of talking about these Premier League games. You know what I mean? We're going to move on to the table now. So let me just get the Premier League table up for you lot. Bear with me a second while I do that. So table as it stands is as follows. Let me just share my screen. Right, so the table as follows. Man City still in top. Obviously, Liverpool now have a game in hand over Manchester City. City on 47 points. Liverpool 41. Joint second, with Chelsea. Arsenal still in the top. West Ham in 6th with 28. Man United 7th, 28. Wolves 8th with 25. Brighton 9th. Leicester 10th. Villa 11th. Palace 12th. Brentford 13th. Southampton 14th. Everton 15th. Leeds 16th. Watford 17th. And then the 3 are still the same ones in the relegation zone. Burnley with 11 points. Newcastle with 11 and Norwich with 10. Now, big up Chris, the 30 says, yep, Tyler, big up yourself. But yeah, that's the table at the moment. So yeah, time to move on to Team of the Week. You know how it is. It's that time again. So feel free to say your players that you would put in. But yeah, here we go. So goalkeeper. Oh yeah, I need to share the screen. Bear with me. Tyler can't wait tomorrow. Why is that? Because Liverpool playing. I don't think I'll be doing a watch along for that, by the way. I think I will be doing like a vlog type thing because the game's behind. But yeah, Leicester game is probably going to be mad again. It's going to be crazy, I reckon. But yeah, here we go. Time to move on to team of the week. So goalkeeper. Now you've got Dubravna. I thought De Gea was good. Go to the game. Nah, mate, I can't go to the game. It's probably sold out anyway. It's probably sold out, mate. But yeah, so goalkeeper. You've got Dubravna. You've got De Gea. Who else? Ramsdale didn't really have much to do. You got Sanchez. He made some really good saves, actually, thinking about it, for Brighton. You've got the likes of... So for me, it's out De Gea, Dubravna, or Sanchez. No, Liverpool versus Chelsea. I meant Tyler. Liverpool versus Chelsea. Make sure you get your ticket. Bro, it's so much. It's so much, and I've got to travel as well. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But yeah, who are we saying for goalkeeper? For me, you got De Gea, you got Sanchez. I think he's great, to be honest. The saves he done, got a clean sheet as well. Chris says Sanchez. Yeah, I'm going Sanchez, mate. I'll have to go Sanchez. Due to the clean sheet. I don't know why I've got caps lock on, but yeah, right, where is he? There he is. He's only 23 as well. You know what I mean? Crazy. Right back. Now, obviously, we can't put Trent because Liverpool didn't play. I don't think Dalot was too bad for United. Definitely not Reece James. Who was right back for Arsenal? Tomiyasu. Who are we going for? Who are we going for right back? I'm just trying to think who we really got. Sanchez clean sheet, saves his team, got win. Royale for Tottenham. Yeah, I might go with that. Yeah, Emerson Royale. Yeah, I agree actually on that. He was good. Liverpool, he was just pushing our players left, right, and centre and getting away with it. But yeah, he was good in this game. Left back. What's your score prediction for tomorrow? I'll get into that in a bit. But yeah, left back. You got Reguilon for Tottenham, I'd say. You've got definitely not Brandon Williams. You got Tierney. He scored, didn't he? So you got Tierney. Who else have you got? Who else have you got? I'm probably going to give it to Tierney, to be fair. I'm going to be straight up. Probably going to give it to Kieran Tierney. If anyone can think of anyone else, let me know. But I think he was exceptional. I know it's Norwich, but, he scored a goal, good goal. Yeah, Tierney. We're going with Tierney. Tierney. Right, I'll do centre-backs. Bednarek, I think he's in for a shout. Got the winning goal against West Ham. Sharp. So, I don't know how to say his name. The Newcastle one. Fabian. Actually, no. I think Lascelles was better. I think Lascelles. You could shout any of them. To be fair, I think a Newcastle defender definitely deserves to get into this. Personally, other work he done too. Yeah. True. So yeah, for me, you've got to put Newcastle one in and Bednarek. Personally, that is what I'm going to say. Lascelles, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go Lascelles. Where was he, on the left side or the right side? He was on the left side. So, yeah, spell it wrong. There you go. Lascelles and Bednarek. Now, let me just double check. He was on the right. Even if he weren't, I'll still put him in, but I just want to double check real quick. Bear with me. Yeah, he was actually on the right side, to be fair. Yeah, there you go. Bednarek. Right, now midfield. You've got... I know you do have midfield. I'm just trying to think who. So you've got... got a few City ones, didn't you? You got De Bruyne. You got Gundogan. Gundogan, De Bruyne. Who else have you got? Yeah, I'll give you Bednarek. Yeah. Attackers will be interesting. You got Trossard, or is he more attacking? You got Shelvey. I think Shelvey had a good game. Yeah, let me just check where Trossard was playing. Oh no, he's up top. He's up top. My bad. So you got Shelvey. You've got the City ones. I think Shelvey deserves a shout. I don't see why not, to be honest. So yeah, Shelvey is getting in for me. You know, I think he was great tonight, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, he's one of them for me. Yeah, let me know if you lot agree on that one. Shelvey, yeah, I'm probably going to put him in. I'm not going to lie. Shelvey, St. Maximin was on the right side, so you know he's definitely going in. So you know, I know we're not going to say no to that, so he definitely goes in. Ward-Prowse, yeah, he's in for a shout. So do you want to go St. Maximin, Shelvey, Ward-Prowse? Because I think Shelvey deserves a shot. Joe Linton, actually, I've got to put Joe Linton instead of Shelvey. He got a man of match performance, and yeah, we can go Ward-Prowse. I don't mind going Ward-Prowse. You know, proving again that he's a good player. Well, let me put James Ward-Prowse. There you go. So yeah, right wing, Mahrez, Saka. Fraser was on the right side of mid. So yeah, you got Saka, you've got Mahrez. Saka had a very good performance again. You got Son. Oh no, you got Mora. Sorry, Son was on the left. Didn't Saka score 2? I swear he scored 2. Yeah, he did. He did. I'm probably going to give it to Saka again. Saka might get in this team again, mate. I can't lie. I can't think who else. Am I missing anyone? No, I don't really think I am, to be honest. So yeah, are we going with Saka? Saka, because he scored 2 goals. You know, he's keeping up the thing. Saka, Sterling, definitely for me. Yeah, Sterling's another shout because obviously he's been quite consistent in recent weeks, especially with, you know, question marks over his City future and stuff. He has been good. So yeah, I'll go Sterling left wing. I'm happy to do that. And then striker, we've got Maupay. I didn't even put Trossard in this team. That's pretty mad to think. You know, there's a lot of options this week. Just that lower position. We've got Maupay, we've got Cavani, you know, coming in clutch. Lacazette, you know, scoring again. I know it's a penalty, but he done some good link-up play as well. Let's be serious. Lukaku, you know, you have to put him there, really. Who else? Kane. So for me, you got Kane, you got Antonio, you know, because he finally ended his long drought. Won a bright, yeah, it's got to be in it. Trossard or Maupay. Yeah, I totally agree. You got to put Brighton player in here. It's a bit wrong if I didn't. Oh, we got Sanchez, but you know, we got to put more in there for me. I'm gonna go. I don't know. They both played well. They both really played well. I'll go Trossard. Trossard for me. Yeah, I'll go Trossard. He done well. But yeah, let me just take a picture of this. I'll post this when I actually have time. Should be after this stream because, you know, I'll probably go straight into bed. Can't lie. Yeah, let me just. Yeah, so that's the team, people, as you can see. So you got Sanchez in goal, Emerson right back, Tierney left back, Lascelles, Bednarek, and then the midfield both played well. Trossard edged it. Yeah, I'd agree. Joe Linton, Ward-Prowse, St. Maximum, and then you got Saka right wing, Sterling left wing, Trossard through the middle. So yeah, that is the team of the week, people. So yeah, I'll be posting that on my socials later. Feel free to say your thoughts, even though you're on here saying your thoughts. But yeah, it's that time. Geez, we're only 40 minutes in. It's that time where we do Premier League predictions. So predict games. Some games are at 3 o'clock tomorrow, so I'll probably watch them before my driving lesson, because I think I've got a driving lesson at 5:30. And this is one of them games. Tottenham taking on Southampton at St. Mary's. You know, Conte doing very well since he's come in for Spurs, in my opinion. You know, you look at Liverpool game, for example, got a very good win against Palace. You know, Palace are doing well this season as well. Let's not forget that. You know, Vieira's doing bits there. I think that's accurate team of the week. Yeah, as I said, feel free to have your comments on my social media page, even though you've been on here, because, you know, it helps out. It helps it out. But yeah, this game, you know, Southampton, you know, as they got a very good win in East London against a West Ham side who have been a little bit shaky at the moment, but, you know, no one really expected them to win. A lot of people were still saying 3-0 West Ham, you know, results like that. Tottenham, obviously, as I said, they look good under Conte. For this game, now I'll go with what people have predicted that have put in their predictions. Liam has also put in his predictions, but I haven't had time to write them in yet. So I'm going to quickly do that now, actually, for all of the games he's done and said. So where is he? There he is. 11 hours ago, he sent me this, people. Let that sink in. But yeah, Spurs, he's went with a 2-0 to Spurs. So yeah, let me just fill in his prediction there. But yeah, my prediction for Southampton versus Spurs. Chris is doing his predictions here as well. Big up yourself. I do think Southampton will score, but I think, you know, Spurs will get the win. And I think it's going to be 3-1 Spurs. That is my prediction. 3-1 Spurs. Alex has said 4-1 Spurs. Liam, obviously, as you lot said, heard, said 2-0 Spurs. Kenny said 4-1 Spurs. Chris has come in with a 2-0 to Spurs. Oh, yeah, and I didn't even go through the points. So, people, I do have the points up. This is the points. So, yeah, let me also take a pic. I'll just send it to the chat now. So, yeah, that's the point. So, I am in the lead. Brad did not do predictions this week. So, you know, that didn't really help him. Yeah, obviously, if Arsenal got their game right, Alex would have actually went above me. Arsenal actually won 4-0. Sorry, Max is on 34. Liam's on 43. Perry's on 41. So it's getting pretty close at the top. Kenny's on 23. Think only got 2 points this week. James on 26. Chris, you're on 40. So you're getting up there as well, mate. Cop's on 16. Quite a few people have dropped out. Niall's dropped out. Wolf and Velv have dropped out. I think that's everyone that's dropped out. Daniel's 17 and Lewis on 9. So, yeah, that is the points. But, yeah, Daniel said 2-0 Spurs and Lewis said 3-1 Spurs. So, yeah, a lot of Spurs wins. And rightly so, you know, under Conte, they've been exceptional. But, yeah, we'll move on to the next game, which is Watford taking on West Ham. Another 3 o'clock game. Now, it's not looking good for West Ham, you know, the way they've been. Watford have also had a break. You know, obviously they were meant to play Wolves away. So, yeah, it's a madness here. It's a madness. But, yeah, I don't know about this one. I really don't, to be honest. You know, West Ham can get a result, but if they will, I don't know. Watford away, it can be a sticky one. But score predictions, the people that have done it, Chris has said 2-2, so let me just make a note of that. Liam predicted a 2-1 West Ham, so he's back in West Ham in this game. Alex has said 2-0 West Ham. Kenny said 3-1 West Ham. Daniel said 2-0 West Ham, and Lewis has said 3-2 Watford. West Ham struggling, I feel now. Yeah, definitely are struggling now. But for me in this game, it's a tough one to predict, mate. It is a tough one because Watford have had the break as well. They have had the break. I'm going to say Watford do it. As much as I don't like to say it, I'm going to say Watford win this game 2-1. I think they do it, people, honestly. I think they edge it. I think it's a tight game, but I think they win it due to West Ham's form, and they've had a break. So yeah. But next game, another 3:00 game tomorrow. Palace at Selhurst Park taking on Norwich. As I said earlier, Norwich can't finish their dinner, still can't to this day. Leave themselves too open and exploited. The first couple of games with Dean Smith, you thought, okay, decent, but nah. Chris says King and Dennis will cause them problems. Yeah, I totally agree, mate. Totally agree. If Watford had Sarr fit, I would have gone 3-2 Watford. Yeah, Lewis has gone 3-2 Watford. But yeah, Palace, as much as they got that heavy defeat to Tottenham, Zaha will be missing a few games. I think they win this game. I don't think they smash Norwich, though. I don't. I'm going to go with a narrow win. A narrow 1-0 victory to Crystal Palace. Chris has just said 2-0 to Palace. Now, I was thinking that or 1-0. But yeah, I'm going to go with a tight, narrow 1-0 to Palace as my prediction for this game. Liam has went with a 2-0 as well to Palace. So yeah, Alex has went 2-1 Norwich. I don't know where he's thinking they're going to finish. Same with Kenny. He's gone with a 1-0 Norwich. Daniel has said 2-1 Palace. And Lewis has said 2-2 draw. So some interesting predictions, especially the ones that are saying Palace win. I'm not sure where... not Palace win, sorry. Norwich win. I'm not sure where they're getting that from, if I'm being totally honest. But yeah, we'll move on to the next game. Now, I'll probably do a vlog type of thing to this because it's obviously on Prime, and yeah, Prime is 2 minutes behind for me. Like, I don't mind being behind, but that far behind is a bit annoying. So there'll probably be a vlog type thing. So hopefully you all check that one out. It'd be much appreciated. But Liverpool taking on Leicester. Getting it from Narnia World. God knows. But yeah, Leicester taking on Liverpool now. Obviously, we played them in the Cup a couple of days ago. I think from what I can think of, we've done well at King Power. The only time that I've seen anyway, the only time we haven't is when we lost 3-1. Oh, that was shocking, the defending that game. But yeah, I'm feeling confident going into this. We've had the break with Leeds as well. Leicester, the way they concede goals, if they're doing, if they're doing that to City, it's going to be peak as well, in my opinion. Can it be another high-scoring game? Now, a lot of people going into this have said 4-2s, 5-2s, 5-3s. For me, yeah, I think Liverpool win. I'm not going to lie. Of course, I'm going to say... I'm going to go over 3-2 Liverpool. I think there will be goals in this. I think there'll be a lot of goals. But yeah, I'm going to go over 3-2. Because... I don't know. Just got a feeling it's going to be a lot of goals. But good thing is, going into this game, I'm going to do a lineup that I would play, actually. But we've got everyone back, bar, obviously, Harvey Elliott. Van Dijk's back. Fabinho's back. Curtis Jones will be back. They're all back, mate. So, yeah, Chris says Vardy and Maddison will cause us problems. But I think we have too much for their defence. Yeah, that's what I mean. Will we throw Van Dijk back in this game? I'm not so sure, but I'm going to do a lineup I would play. So yeah, let me get that up. So in goal, Alisson or Kelleher. Like, I'm being serious. I'm not even taking a mick. Like, Alisson, is great against Tottenham up until that mistake. Kelleher done very well against Leicester as well when we played him in the cup. He didn't put a foot wrong. But I think Klopp's going to go with Alisson, and I'm going to go with Alisson because, you don't want... This is a Premier League game that we must win, really. So, I'm not saying Kelleher wouldn't do a job, but Alisson is our main keeper. But that is a talking point now, for certain games. Can Kelleher potentially go and goal instead? For me, it's something we can start talking about. I'm not saying it's better, but Alisson does have them in him. He's a world-class keeper, I know that. But sometimes he tries to do too much. His shot stopping's unreal. His distribution's got better as well. It's just, sometimes he tries to do a little bit too much. But yeah, right back, got to go Trent. We have to go Trent. That's no question for me. Tyler, can you prank call Niall for a mess, please? Potentially one day. Left back, well, we have to go Shimikas, isn't it? Because Robertson's got that ban. So, yeah, obviously I don't mind Kostas Shimikas playing. Chris has done he's went with Alisson, Arnold, Konate, Van Dijk. So he's put Van Dijk back in. Shimikas, Fabinho, Henderson, Thiago, Salah, Firmino, Jota, Robertson suspended from certain. Yeah. Robertson, suspended. He's dropped Mane. Now, I got a few question marks when I said that against Tottenham. But yeah, I totally see why you've done it, mate. I totally see why you've done it because he's not been so great recently. But centre-backs, people are starting to talk about Konate potentially getting over Matip. And I can totally see why. So, who do I go? I go with Konate. I go with Konate and Van Dijk. I go with them. I go Konate and Van Dijk. I do go with them for this game. Or knowing Klopp, and rightly so, we might not see Van Dijk start. What's going on? Due to, he's just come back from COVID. But I don't know. This is what I would do personally. Mane needs rest too. He's played a lot, to be fair. Yeah, you look at it. Last season, he was the most played player, wasn't he? Along with Robertson. So you also look at that, when people say, oh, they're finished. Shut up. You know what I mean? Why do they call it Shimikas? I call it Tim. I don't know, mate. I don't know. Can you make... Yeah, maybe. We'll see. But midfield, put Fabinho back in. We've been missing him so much. He's available. Put him back in. Henderson on the right side, I would go with. He's been exceptional on that right-hand side of the midfield this season. And then left side, you've got Ox, you've got Curtis Jones you could put back in. You've got Keita. You've got Thiago. Yeah, Thiago's back as well. Obviously, he had that injury, I believe it was. I'm going to go with Thiago. I'm going to go strong. I'm going to go with our strongest midfield, in my opinion. So as I said, this is a must-win game. So, yeah, I'm going to... Same time Mane could play because AFCON coming up. One of them, really. Yeah. But, yeah, I'm literally going to go the same as you, mate, when it comes to up front. So I'm going Firmino through the middle. Salah on the right, obviously. And Jota on the left. That's my lineup. I'll take a picture of that and also post that on, social media. So on my Instagram. So feel free to have your or say your thoughts on that as well, even though you're on here. As I said, it'd be much appreciated. But yeah, there's that. So I'll go through it. Alisson in goal, Trent right back, Konate and Van Dijk centre backs, Shimikas left back, Fabinho, Thiago, Henderson, Salah on the right, Jota on the left, Firmino through the middle. Thiago had a COVID tie. He wasn't injured. Pretty sure he wasn't. Oh, I don't know, mate. I've heard loads of different things. I'm like, are you sure? Because I'm sure it was Curtis Jones, Fabinho, and Van Dijk that had COVID. Sure, it was them three. Let me search it up. You just put his name and see what comes up, because they usually tend to come up, don't they? So, right, news. Right. I need to check this because. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, my bad. He did have COVID. He did. My bad. Apologies for that, people. Thank God he's also had a speedy recovery and he's all good. Yeah, my bad. My bad, people. But, yeah, I didn't even share the screen with the lineup I'd play. I didn't even do it, people. Let me show you anyway. I've done it now anyway. Yeah, that's the lineup I'd play. Alisson in goal, Trent right back, Canate and Van Dijk as the centre backs, Shimikas left back, Fabinho CDM, Thiago on the left side, Henderson on the right side, Salah right wing, Jota left wing, and Firmino through the middle. That is how I'd go, mate. So yeah, that is the thing. Sorry that I didn't share the screen off. Jeez, my bad. But yeah, score prediction. Obviously, I said 3-2. Alex has also said 3-2. Liam, I need to see what he said. He has predicted a 3-1 Liverpool. Now, I was actually thinking 3-1 or 3-2. So, yeah, Kenny said 2-0 Liverpool. He's not said something ridiculous for once. Daniel said 4-2 Liverpool, but then again, it was crazy games with Leicester, so I wouldn't really blame him if he did. And then Lewis says 5-2 to Liverpool. So play Robbo. You can't play Robbo. He got suspended, didn't he? And I've done it again, people. How many episodes have I done this? Where I forgot to change it to EPL predictions, mate. How many times have I done that? I'm going 2-1 Liverpool. Fair enough. But yeah, as I said, you can't play Robbo. But yeah, we'll move on to the next game. I looked at Brighton's next games on the stream that I did. Oh, yeah, Chris, sorry, yeah, 4-2. 4-2 you've gone with, haven't you? You look at Brighton's next few games, and I actually said they could possibly get 9 points out of their 5 games. They've got Chelsea twice, and they were the team, that was the only team I said they would maybe lose to. But yeah, this is one of the games. I'll go 3-1, sorry. That's all right. But yeah, it's one of them, isn't it, where they need a bit of confidence, especially going into a game like this. Chelsea just got on the back of a win in which they needed as well. But yeah, Chris has come in with his prediction. He says 3-0 to Chelsea. Now, for me, I do think it's going to be a Brighton defeat. I can't lie. Chelsea away, they have confidence now. I don't think it's going to be a hammering. I just think they might get outplayed. I'm going to go with a 2-0 to Chelsea. And yeah. What have I done here? Oh, I've just wrote it on the wrong one. People. 2-0 Chelsea, I meant. I wrote your prediction, Chris, in the next game. It's all right. So, yeah, I'm going to go 2-0 Chelsea. Alex has also went 2-0 Chelsea. Kenny said 2-1 Brighton, which is interesting. Chris has said 3-0 Chelsea. Daniel said 2-0 Chelsea. And Lewis says 2-2 draw. So, interesting. And Christopher says 4-1 to Chelsea. So, interesting predictions. But, yeah, I think I said out of their games, this is a game they'll lose, I think. I think at home they could potentially get a result, like a draw or something. But we'll get into that nearer the time. And it also depends how they're doing in their other games leading up until then. I just done a straight prediction from there. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, next game, I think it's going to be a decent game. Brentford taking on City. Now, obviously, Brentford have got a lot of players missing. Obviously, Raya, their main keeper, a couple of midfielders. I think like 3 midfielders, 2 defenders. yeah, taking on City, who have been high flying at the moment. Obviously, got that crazy result against Leicester, 6-3. You know, they've been scoring goals for fun as well in their recent games. And, you know, I can see Brentford putting up a bit of a fight, you know, due to it being at home, the home crowd, stuff like that. But I think City are going to be too much. Also, due to certain injuries Brentford have in certain positions, I think it's going to be too much. And yeah, as Chris says there, that is my prediction as well. 3-1 to City. That is my prediction. Alex has said 4-0 City. Mad. Kenny said 3-3 draw, which is very interesting. Chris, obviously, 3-1 City as well, like me. Daniel said 4-0 City. And Lewis, who is obviously a Man City fan as well as Barrow, surprised Man City have fans, he has said 6-1 to Manchester City. He going with 4. Right, he going with 4-1. Okay. But yeah, I just think City's quality and, you know, Brentford are missing players in key parts. It's going to be one of them. But next game, what a dead game this is. What a dead game this is. These are the Wednesday game. Well, this is a Thursday game now, by the way, people. Well, it was anyway. But Everton taking on Newcastle. Now, I say that. Newcastle did have a very good game today. And if they play like how they did there, they could beat Everton, you know. But Everton have had a break. It's an interesting one. It could go either way for me. I'm not going to lie. It could go either way. But people's predictions so far, Alex has said 2-0 Newcastle. Kenny's also said 2-0 Newcastle. So's Daniel. But Lewis has said 3-1 to Everton. Now, what do I go for in this game? As I said, it could go any way. It could even be a draw, to be honest. Christopher says 2-1 Everton. It's a tough one. It's a tough one for me to predict. I mean, as I said, if Newcastle play like they did today, but then again, Everton have had a break, so I back Newcastle. I back Newcastle in this game. I do. After today's performance, they need a win. They need to get another win. I back Newcastle. I'm going with a 2-1 to Newcastle here. Backing them. I'm backing the Toon Army. But yeah, Liam has said 2-0 Everton. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Clean sheet. But it's an interesting one. It is an interesting one. Obviously, there's 2 games on Thursday. This is the 7:30 one. United Burnley is the quarter past 8 one. Lewis has said 6-1 City Sue. Yeah, literally just said that. Chris has went for a very interesting prediction. 3-2 to Everton. That is a very bold one. I mean, I was thinking 2-2. I was like, nah. I think Newcastle edge it, mate. The way they played today. Tyler, can I change mine? Yeah, do whatever. But yeah, we'll move on to the last game, which is the last game of this midweek. You've got Man United taking on Burnley. Now, obviously, Burnley didn't play, did they? Did they play Burnley? Let me check. No, they didn't play. Oh yeah, so they was meant to play. Who was they? I don't know. But United, with the way they played today, yeah, this will probably end up 0-0 or 1-0 Burnley. Chris has said 2-0 United. Now, you know, the way they played today, this is a tough one to predict. You know, after the way they played today, it really is. You know, Burnley can surprise teams. Like, you look at Liverpool, Anfield. I know there was no fans, but they still got the job done. 1-0. Chris Wood, or was it Ashley Barnes penalty? It was one of them. They beat Chelsea away once, I'm pretty sure, recent times. I don't know what to go for here. Will it be another 1-1? Will Burnley win? Will United actually get a win? Let me go through other people's scores. So Liam has said 3-0 United, which is a madness. Alex has said 1-0 Burnley. So, you know, that could happen. I do see that. Kenny said 1-0 United. He's only went narrow. He's a United fan. He's not saying 4-0 or something like that because he knows, mate, Manchester United have never beaten Burnley at Old Trafford when fans were in stadiums for a while. Chris has said 2-0, like we said. Daniel said 2-0 United. Lewis has said 4-1 United. I'm going with a draw. I'm going with what no one has went with. I'm going with a 1-1 draw, mate. I think they're going to draw a 1-1 again. Seriously. All this ragneck chat, and they're just not doing anything. You know what I mean? They're not doing anything at all, mate. Like, I said it. If they didn't score more than 2 goals against Newcastle, that's embarrassing. That's no disrespect to Newcastle. That's just the way that Newcastle were doing, or still are doing. You know, 1 win all season. You're meant to be this Don team now that Ollie's gone. You know what I mean? Like, no, mate, no. I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it. But, yeah, that is the Premier League predictions video done, mate. That is done. Episode 17. You know, game week 20. We have done hella videos today, hella streams. I hope you've all enjoyed the content today. It's been a madness. And, yeah, sorry that I'm not really got a lot of energy. I might sound like I'm talking quite loud. I don't think I'm talking fairly loud. But, yeah, I am pretty tired, to be honest. Obviously, we've had 3 watch-alongs today. The best one was the United one because they had the most goals. But obviously, we've done Derby, West Brom, 1-0 Derby. That could be big in their survival hopes. But I don't think they'll start. I think it's too many points, personally. But yeah, I'm just trying to go to the games for this week so I don't have to flicker through like this when I do it again. So yeah, there we go. There we go. So we've done that. Derby, West Brom. You know, West Brom don't look great defensively. You know, a lot of top sides in the Championship don't look great defensively this season. You look at West Brom as well. Just said West Brom. Fulham, for example. You know, they don't look too great either. Do you have mine? Yes, I do. Don't worry about that. Yeah, and then you look at... So then we've done that. Then we've done a QPR game. You know, it was one of them. Solanke redeemed himself, you know, after missing a shocker. You know, that was a decent game. Then obviously we had the United one, which was just funny to watch. But yeah, people, that is the end of today's crazy day. I'm going to chill out. I'm going to sit in bed for a bit. Go to sleep, boys. No work tomorrow for me. I don't have work tomorrow, but I've got a driving lesson at 5:30, I believe. So, yeah, I've also got it where I can watch all the 3 o'clock games at once if I wanted to. So I might give that a little try because there is 3 games tomorrow at 3. So, yeah, I'm going to try that. And then obviously I'm going to watch a Liverpool one, but I won't be doing a watch long. I will, well, most likely not. I'll be doing a vlog type thing. So if the game's on and you're like, whoa, where's Tyler? Where's Tyler? I'll be vlogging it. I'll be doing a little type of vlog thing like I usually do. So, yeah, I hope you all enjoy that. But, yeah, I'm shattered. I'm not even going to lie, people. So, yeah, I'm going to go in a minute. But, yeah, Chris, big up yourself, mate. Appreciate you interacting and doing your score predictions on here. You know, you don't always have to, but, you know, if you're going to be on for the whole stream, then you might as well, you know what I mean? But big up yourself. Appreciate you. Coming on like always. Take care, mate. Great stream as always. So, yeah, just take it into account tomorrow, people. There will be like a vlog type thing, most likely. So, yeah, but I'm going to wrap it up here. You know, it's been a hectic day. I hope you've all enjoyed the streams. Big up everyone that's subscribed today. We've got a few new subscribers, so that's always appreciated as we're on the road to 500 subs. So yeah, if you could share the channel, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, smash a like on the video or stream, smash a like on the streams from earlier. It'd be much appreciated. Follow me across all my socials. Links are in the description to all of them that I use. So yeah, I will see you lot in a bit tomorrow with either a watch along or a I will share the channel. Yeah, I appreciate that. Or a vlog type thing. Most likely a vlog type thing. But yeah, I will see you guys in a bit. So take care and peace.